Hey guys, how's it going? Lazar here. So what this video is, this is my standalone video that I'm doing just for people that want to see this. This is tied to the three-part video that I made of me and my friends going to Matthew's house to just buy most of his collection from him that he just wanted to get rid of and minimize and just clear his house and do all sorts of cool stuff. So this part is separate from those because I couldn't think of a good outro. There's an outro in part 3, but I just had so many thoughts. There's so many things that came into my mind. That's my shed. That came into my mind, and I just wanted to kind of elaborate on things, how things made me feel, what I experienced, talk a little bit about basically my experience there and all the guys that were there and what I learned from this, my takeaway basically. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This is going to be probably like a half an hour piece, so sit down, spark something up, crack open a beer, or just sit back and play a video game and listen to this nonsense. But anyway, what I'm gonna say is basically stuff from my heart. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. What else can I tell you? Oh yeah, Matthew, before all of this, what I talk about, big respect to you and your late father. You're awesome. The stuff you told me, that where you and your father watched my flea market videos together, that means so much. And the stories you told me, everything, the hours we spent just talking, not hunting for toys, I'm gonna remember that and cherish that forever. Toys are gonna come and go, you know what I mean? So yeah. Thank you so much, Matthew. It was an amazing experience. Thank you for these memories and everything else. And yeah, I mean, not to lower the amazing deals you gave me, bro. Like, thank you so much. I got so much cool stuff. I'll talk about that in this video. So everyone enjoy. This is just me talking, so, and thanking Matthew and sharing my thoughts and experiences, like I just said. I'm gonna try not to do that. Enjoy the video. All right, let's go back to me out here talking about stuff. Okay, bye. Whew. All right, guys. Hey, this is the end. I've made a few outros, like driving in the car and stuff like that, but after each day I was driving home, but I don't think I'm gonna include that in this finale. Just because a lot more stuff has happened and, you know, all sorts of awesomeness. So just wanted to check in with you guys, let you know my thoughts and feelings about everything. Yeah, this was about 2 weeks worth of just going to Matthews and doing stuff like that for me and for my friends. For me, it's been 4 visits total. I got amazing stuff, but honestly, that's not even like the point of it all. This all started when Matthew reached out to me, and me and Matthew have been friends online for years, man. We've been talking, we've been, you know, just bouncing stuff off of each other. Matthew's been there for me at some of my shittier moments on YouTube, him and a couple other friends. So it's been incredibly valuable to me to have people like Matthew in my life. So also, you know, Matthew and I lost our fathers around the same time. So it was something we could kind of talk about a little bit here and there, you know, for different reasons, but the trauma's there, you know what I mean? So anyway, enough about that. But that's a perfect segue for why Matthew decided to downsize or just clear his house of decades and decades of collecting stuff. His dad was a collector. Matthew is still a collector. I'm still a collector. But you know, this wasn't easy for Matthew by any means. But yeah, just to open his doors to a bunch of people, you know, that he's seen on YouTube or just trusted me that they're my friends. And yeah, so yeah, for the past 2 weeks, people have been coming and going into Matthew's house, and just buying bins and bins and bins of toys, from vintage to classic to modern to not just toys, to like movie props, special edition stuff, DVDs, Blu-rays, like stuff like Diamond Select, upper scale toys, and not to mention Hot Wheels, customs, regular Hot Wheels, rare Hot Wheels, super treasure hunts, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So this has been a delightful adventure. We all had so much fun. You guys saw the video. Just discovering things that even Matthew forgot he had, or multiples that Matthew's father bought, or stuff like that. So just wanted to say huge thank you to Matthew for deciding to do this. Those of you that my usual or regular viewers know that I went through a huge period in my life where a few years ago, actually I've done it a few times, but a few years ago I got really into minimalism. Let me just make this point: I'm not a minimalist. I'll never be a minimalist, but I learned a lot from different like stoicism books, minimalist books that minimalists wrote. I could never just live in an empty house with nothing in it and be content with that. Like, I've been collecting and with my dad and by myself all my life. So one thing that I learned from minimalism is it's not about getting rid of everything. It's about getting rid of things that clutter up your mind and your house. It's about keeping things that have value to you, to your heart, to your memories, things that trigger memories, things that make you smile, things that take you back to, like I said, take you back to like memories that you had throughout your life. Sometimes it's not necessarily like that thing, it could be something you bought later that represents a memory, stuff like that, man. So in the past I got rid of like 90% literally of my stuff in the past few years. Recently I've been getting some things back that I was like, you know what, I missed that thing, so I just got it again, and at this point it's not as expensive. Some things were, but I like the stuff I have in my collection. Everything is either a gift from a dear friend or a family member, or something that I purchased that I've been looking for forever but never allowed myself to get. So this lighting's weird, but anyway, that was the whole point and of me getting rid of stuff from my collection. And I remember when I was selling my stuff, it was just get rid of it, like I was just like, I have so much here, like I just want a nice clean house with beautiful selection of collectibles, displayed here and there, and wherever it makes me feel good. And I've achieved that. But after going to Matthew's house, I've gotten so many grails that I've been looking for 10 years or more. Matthew had this stuff, and he let it go for an incredible deal. So it's been amazing, man. I just gotta say, again, Matthew, thank you so much for doing this. I hope that this brings you a little bit more peace to you and to your house, having your friends and my friends come over and just take stuff out, and you made some money and they got some things for their collections, and some of them are resellers, so they're gonna make some money as well. So everybody's just happy and works out, everything worked out in the end. So yeah, I plan to go back to Matthew's, because like Matthew bonded with me and with a bunch of other guys, who were there to just hang out with him and listen as well. We all did, because Matthew is just such a good guy, and he's been through so much shit that if you don't sit down with him and just have a conversation with him, you're just not gonna know. That's how it is with anybody. You just have to, if you care about someone, you have to hear them out, hear their story, understand why they're doing the things they're doing, why they are the way they are. And I feel like I got to know Matthew very close, so I'm the type of guy that's into that, and I'm the type of guy that's into the journey, not the destination. So I was just looking forward to this whole thing of him, downsizing and selling stuff, and me driving to his house, and getting coffee or some snacks or something for Matthew, for myself, maybe someone else. But just the process, like going there, hanging out, then going through toys, hearing Matthew's stories about the toys as well. Like, oh, I got this then and this, or this one I got with my dad, or my dad got a bunch of those things. And it was just cool, man. I really enjoyed it. Things got emotional a few times for Matthew. I got emotional listening to some of the stories as well. It's I just really enjoyed this adventure. I apologize if this outro is long, but this was a human story. This wasn't just let's go buy a bunch of crap. You know what I mean? If I walked out of there with like nothing, I'd be still happy because Matthew got what he wanted, and my friends got what they wanted, and all of us getting together to do this for each other was just amazing. So I've never experienced this. I never experienced this sort of thing in my life. Like, I've helped friends get rid of stuff before, but it wasn't emotional. It was just like, dude, why do I have all this? Or my interests have changed. I'm just getting rid of stuff. Like, I've been through that. But this was a whole different beast, and it could be a once in a lifetime thing. So I really enjoyed it, and I got a really good friend out of the whole thing. So that's just cool. So yeah, with that being said, I'm extremely excited about the things I got from Matthew and the prices he gave me for these things that I was never expecting to own, because these were like above my pay grade, really. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, thanks Matthew, you rock, dude. Let's see, what else can I say? But yeah, on the whole thing, Matthew losing his father and stuff, and having to deal with getting rid of his father's collection, I just want to like remind you guys, with your collections now, you being young or old, if you're not reselling, you're just a collector. All collectors resell, things come and go. There's nothing wrong with that, and I don't know why some people shame people for selling stuff from their collection. It's wrong. Don't judge people for that. Everybody sells things and then they collect things again, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So just my point is, if you're a collector and you have tons of stuff in your house taking up your basement, your attic, everything, by now you've forgotten what you even have, maybe go through that stuff, get rid of it, sell it. Trust me, you will feel amazing, and you'll have money in your pocket, and you can buy new things you want, not necessarily the amount of things, quality over quantity, and by quality and value I mean sentimental, I mean like stuff that means something to you, stuff that makes you smile, stuff that makes you happy. That's what I will recommend to you guys. Don't I always had a slogan on my channel: own your collection, don't let your collection own you. If you really reflect on that saying, it means a lot. Like, really think about that, because your collection owns you if you're just out there every day or whatever, just trying to fill some kind of emotional hole in you, in your soul or whatever, and you're just buying things. You come home, you just put them in a bin, like, try to remember the times when you were younger or whatever, the beginning of your collection journey, where you would go out and buy stuff, and when you buy that thing, it gives you this pleasure almost inside, this emotion inside, where you're like, oh my god, I've been looking for this for so long, now I have it. And you come home and you look at it, you look at the packaging. Hopefully I'm not like making this outro too long, but I kind of have to. I have like this whole experience brought a lot of memories for me, a lot of feelings within me. Like when I'm in person, I don't really bring it out. I'm more of someone that I'll listen to you. I'll listen to everything you have to say. I'll listen to your issues, your problems. I'm not someone that shares too much, but you know, I carry a lot of burdens on my shoulders, and I'm sure a lot of you watching also carry a lot of burdens on your shoulders, struggles, all sorts of things. So, um, and that's what I noticed over my decades of collecting and just being amongst artists, amongst pop culture collectors of anything really. You know, collecting is something that there's my little backyard friend. Hey, little guy. Yeah, be nice to these guys, man. They only live for about 2 years. And they're sweet too. Aw, look at that guy. Alright. He's like a little rat panda. Aw, look at him. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of critters in my backyard. But anyway, yeah, where was I, man? I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to keep going with this. I'm just saying, those of you who are real collectors, you know what I mean, you know? With the emotions and everything, and just dealing with life, like collecting helps us kind of get through things. It helps us deal with the real life issues in our lives. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, just you know, don't let your collection own you. That's all I gotta say. Because if you're compensating for your issues so much that like your house is just a mess. I'm not saying Matthew's house was a mess. His house was beautiful, man. It's beautiful, and everything was in bins. All the collection stuff was on shelves, displayed nicely. Like both of them were and are, you know, well, Matthew is now enjoying their collection. It wasn't just bleh, you know what I mean? Everything was cared for nicely. Everything was packed away nicely. Everything definitely, you know, was kept with utmost care. So, that's what it means to own your collection, not let it own you. So, and yeah, and when you know, when Matthew finally decided to get rid of all this, you know, I was very proud of him, man, because it's not easy. It's not easy to let go of things. You know, he kept some things very minimal, man. Like I like that's what I mean. I'm proud of him, not as like his mentor or anything like that. Just as a friend, as a fellow human being. I was proud of him for taking this on. You know, it wasn't to like make tons of money either. You know, um, yeah. So I can't wait to go to his house one day and do like an update, show you guys the house without all the unnecessary collectibles and just the stuff that means stuff to Matthew. And you know, hopefully, I wanted to get an outro from Matthew, but he just couldn't do it. It would get emotional for him, which is understandable, dude. Like, yeah, if I had to deal with my dad's collections, I don't know how I would handle it. I haven't touched any of my dad's stuff in years since he passed away. I haven't opened his cabinets. I did like I took a peek like 1 year after he passed away, but it's been like almost 3 years. So, um, yeah, it would be difficult. So I know how difficult it was for him. So I'm gonna stop talking in circles. Hopefully you guys got my gist of what I'm throwing down on you. And yeah, 2 weeks of amazing adventures, amazing conversations with Matthew and my friends that were there, seeing what they were finding, seeing the happy faces on everybody, you know, like people finding something that they're just like, oh my god, I can't believe you had that. Like, you know, it's just cool, man. Like that's what collecting's all about, you know. Just the emotions that you get, the positivity, and the friendships that you have with people who are like-minded, you know. And just having all of us there, you know, not at the same time, which I kind of wanted to, but that might have been overwhelming. So people are coming like 2 at a time, 1 at a time, 3 at a time, you know, and just digging in different areas. So it was just fun, man. It was awesome. It was just a lot of stuff, and that's the type of thing I live for. That's what I meant to you guys, that I'm in it for the journey, not the destination. You know what I mean? It's not really about the stuff in the end, you know? So, not to make this like sad or drama-y, it's just the reality, you know what I mean? So we've all, you know, run into negative people in collecting communities. Lord knows I have. You know, people that are just jealous, or you know, they just want to be the alpha or whatever. That's all such bullshit. You know, like people that talk other people down, people that just create BS about other people. It's just so sad to watch that happen. Like, I think those people really had insane issues. It's usually people that had everything when they were younger growing up, and usually people that were bullies when they were younger, not the bullied ones. They were the bullies. And now they got nothing, so they're trying to get into the nerdy world and try to be leaders of some sort. I think you guys know what I mean. So, but yeah, the positivity that I experienced during these 2 weeks at Matthew's house really made me rethink a lot of things, and and also what do you call it? Reassured me of, you know, there's good in people. It showed me that we're all hurt in one way or another, and it showed me that, you know, we're all happy for different reasons, but for similar reasons. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I love this toy community. I love the collecting community. You know, to be honest with you, don't search for toy collecting, Hot Wheels collecting, anything collecting communities on YouTube. Remember that there's a lot of fakeness out there. I know this is a YouTube video, but my channel is more of a documentary channel. It's me documenting my journey throughout, you know, the collecting world and my personal struggles with collecting and just everything in general. That's what my channel is about. So yeah, this is a very long outro. I am so sorry. I don't even know, I might re-record this, but I'll probably just leave this, man. So I'm gonna stop there. Just thanks everyone for watching. I want to thank Matthew very hugely, hugely, whatever. Matthew, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for opening up to me and to my friends, both with your collection and your dad's collection, and both with your emotions, your thoughts and feelings about things. I really appreciate that. You know, you're awesome, dude. You're awesome. So yeah, it's been a fun trip. Hopefully something like this happens again, where I can document something like this. But yeah, I've done house cleanouts before with somebody. For 2 years straight, we went cleaning out houses. We did storage unit buying and selling. So I've been through people's stuff like this before, but never through a friend's stuff. Never through someone who I know roughly their story about them, their father, their family, and also getting stories about the items that I'm getting and that my friends are getting. So it's a whole different animal when it's like that. So yeah. And again, like I said before, those of you who are collecting a lot, just try not to don't get lost in the collection, you know? Don't get lost in that. Try to share, try to give stuff away, try to make other collectors happy, maybe even younger or newer collectors. Just remember how it made you feel to get something from someone as a gift or for an incredible price. And just because they really want that for their collection, not because they're like, oh my god, the value of that on YouTube, the value of that on eBay is, oh my god, or I'm just gonna save all this and sell it someday. None of that matters, man. I mean, you know, you can make it your life reselling stuff. It's cool, it's fine. My friends are doing it. I'm talking about hoarding your collection. I'm talking about, I gotta have everything, look at me. There's no street cred. No one really cares how much crap you have. No one really does. People just are looking at your crap and they're like, well, can I get that? Or no one really cares if you're rich. They're just like, good for you, buddy. I'm not. Why do I care that you're driving a Ferrari? I mean, I'll say that's an awesome car. See you later, bud. You know what I mean? So make yourselves happy, make your friends happy, the people that are in your community, your friend community, your collecting community. Get to know them more before you move on further with mutual collecting interests, you know? So yeah, a lot of that is what I've been sensing during this 2 week Matthew's house clean out situation. So yeah, I had a good time. Matthew, thank you. All my friends from the flea market and elsewhere, thank you for being there and helping Matthew out. You guys are freaking amazing. The sun is blinding me. Um, yeah, it was great. I just didn't want this to end, man. All right. Thanks, everyone. Peace and love. Live long and prosper. Don't be assholes. And, own your collection. Don't let it own you. Bye.